Alright, match 3, we're on the play. This is a very good hand. I have a feeling our opponent's on goblins. I think I recognize this username. But we'll see. You know, also the avatar sometimes gives it away. Sometimes people... Oh, I think the yield until end of turn finally works. Or maybe I click yield through turn. Okay, I haven't seen a Sultai color goblin deck, so never mind about the goblins. Goblins. I'll check chip in damage, because they can sometimes let you sneak in with damage where they otherwise might target the Soul Scar, because they're a little worried about Bonecrusher. Yeah, it kind of looks like that's the case. They took 1 damage. They would have taken 0 from the Soul Scar if we would have played some burn spells. I'm also worried about Blood Moon too. That's probably mainly what they're worried about. Okay. Life total getting low. We do have 10 points of burn in our hand. We actually have lethal in hand, but of course we can't utilize the lethal part of Firebolt until we have 5 mana. And Uro. Uro boosts their life total. So we're going to hold on to the Lightning Bolts because we may need to double bolt the Uro. Alright. Well, man. Being a little bit constrained on mana can be a little frustrating, but, you know, so it goes sometimes. Can't quite justify using the burn spells yet, because the opponent is very close to Uro, and it's very unlikely that we... Alright, so all I need is 1 more fetch land, and then it's Uro time. It's not a fetch land. I'm going to play Stomp End of a turn just because it's a little bit mana intensive. Okay. So they remanded. That means they can play Uro next turn. Oopsie. Let's turn off auto yields. For some reason I thought we drew a card already. We're going to play this. See if they like mana leak it or something. Question is, do we go for Bolt on the turn? I don't think so, because that's a little too dangerous if they just deal with the Soul Scar. On the other hand, though, we kind of are counting on drawing a mountain. We're a little overdue for that, yay. So let's lead off with Flame Slash. This might prompt a kill spell on Soul Scar Mage. If not, we have double Firebolt. Okay. Now that's actually very good for us, because now we can actually finish this off with Stomp. And I don't think they have double Force Negation. They probably have one. Maybe we should have Firebolted, actually. Alright, sweet. Well, the Uro Menace is done for now, but they did draw a card and gain 3 life and make another land drop off of it. So, they did already generate a lot of value. And they did so casting it from their graveyard, too. So, that just... it's a lot of value. Okay, well, we're going to need Blood Moon right now, next turn. Or maybe not, actually, because now that I think about it. One more Lightning Bolt and a land, or Lava Dart. Yeah, actually, one more Lightning Bolt actually would be GG, because we actually have the Firebolt in hand, so we'd have 11 damage total. But they're basically going to be able to Uro again. It's pretty unlikely that they can't Uro again. Well, there's our Blood Moon. Let's hope it. Actually, it's still probably too late. This is a lot of tokens here. But preventing them from gaining life with Uro, that could be this Blood Moon's real legacy. Yeah, Force Negation is not exactly... So actually, we're going to turn off auto yields because we're going to want to Firebolt now. Unless they have a way to draw a card or something. Okay. Well, now it's actually kind of good that they put Force Negation on top. Because... no, actually. That's actually kind of a problem, because they can basically counter whatever we do. Uro is a dumb card, but so much more fair than Oko. The fact that it draws a card really helps it continually come back from the graveyard. Alright, we don't even have close to lethal there, so Relic will help prevent Uro shenanigans. There is some consideration of playing Kozilek's Return for the zombie tokens, but I prefer to just try to play to not let that happen. And And I think Flame Slash, because I don't think they're on Omnath. I mean, Omnath is they could be playing 5-color, but I think Flame Slash is the weakest link, as they say. You are the weakest link. Goodbye, or something like that. Back during the game show era of television, like very late 90s, early 2000s, when when Who Wants to Be a Millionaire took over the country by storm, and then everybody wanted to get on the game show craze. The weakest link. It's hard to imagine, but like, you know, for me, in some ways it feels like it was just yesterday that it was like the turn of the millennium, Y2K and all of that. But like, literally there's a lot of people who were born after the turn of the millennium. So it's like, it's hard to imagine, but that was like, you know, 20 years ago. I don't think I can keep, because if we just don't draw mana, then we just lose, but it's painful to have to... Well, again, yeah, this is better because we actually have the mana to cast our game-winning spells. So we're going to keep, we're going to ship a Firebolt, and we're going to play a Mountain. That's the plan. So next turn the question is, do we lead on Seasoned Pyromancer or do we lead on Blood Moon? Probably Seasoned Pyromancer. But it depends, because the problem is the more mana they have, the more likely they have a counterspell. So if they just let Seasoned Pyromancer live, you know, is that going to be okay? We might just need to try to jam Blood Moon, because it's also like just, yeah. Alright, let's try to jam Blood Moon. The problem is with you know, what's it called, Archmage's Charm and Cryptic Command the turn after that, there's like, this now is our best chance to, you know, well, that's off to a good start. It's not Mana Leak. It's not quite, Force of Negation yet, although it could turn into one. They may want to, you know, draw a card before. Okay, okay. Alright, well, hey, we'll take it. They don't always have counter magic, I guess, although they probably have I forget what that's called. Well, anyway, let's play this. They probably have Aether Gust. Probably should have just played one land, just because if they play that Spell Snip type card. Or Censor. Oh no, if this is Censor... Oh, okay, fine. Yeah. I'm surprised they did that this turn. Oh. Because let's see, if we put this on top... Yeah, let's put this on the bottom. See, that's unfortunate. Well, it's kind of unlikely that they don't have some type of answer to Blood Moon. Probably Abrupt Decay or Assassin's Trophy. Alright, Assassin's Trophy is fine because we can put Obosh to hand, at least. Hopefully we don't eat a Field of Ruin. But the opportunity to play Obosh next turn is just kind of too appealing. I think this was one of the reasons why I was thinking to go to the Abbott version, because actually I think most of our wins came from the more controlling matchups, just going underneath with Abbott. Yeah, I remember, because remember we would play Abbott and we would play a bunch of other spells, and they would be constantly trying to play around Blood Moon, but then we would just lose to normal damage. Well, let's go for a Blood Moon, because it's our best shot, but didn't happen. The good news is they kind of need another Assassin's Trophy, but the bad news is they can kind of just fetch for it. Or they can go for Aether Gust. Not looking good. Yeah, put it to the bottom. Because we really need what we really need is a Blood Moon. No two ifs and or buts about it. This works too, though. Let's just play this. Well, hopefully they don't have Growth Spiral. Alright. Problem is, though, they have Uro in their graveyard. We were kind of digging for a Relic. Oh, I probably should have... Yeah, ideally Blood Moon plus Pressure is how you deal with it, because the problem is Blood Moon by itself, you can't just like sit around and hope to resolve a Blood Moon. Yeah, we're blocking for sure. Alrighty. Yeah, more Uro. Well, that's a little late. Let's do this. I guess Relic could have been so much more useful earlier. Oi. And I guess I could attack, but I think I have to block. Obosh is a mana leak. Problem with attacking is they'll just take and then counter attack for lethal. Alrighty. You can at least block kind of would like to draw a card, although we are going to take 10 damage, which is not cool. Well, let me draw like a lightning bolt. Well, not the worst, but not the best either. Okay. Well, that's a little late too. So let's stomp a zombie. I guess we can play a relic. At least it's so vulnerable, but I think we have to. Man, though, what sucks is that we have to ditch the Blood Moon. I guess we could have played Seasoned Pyromancer and then played Blood Moon, but nah. Alright, that's that.